This D&D podcast includes a variety of homebrew elements and documents such as Greasemonkeys Handbook, Spelljammer Combat Involved, and Guillman's Guide to Speed. If you'd like to check any of them out, we have links in the show notes below. Enjoy! Welcome everyone to Stellar Odds, a sci-fi and fantasy D&D podcast. I am your Star Master, Josh, and with me are my lovely shipmates. Say hello.
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 Heyo.
Starting with me and my crew is Glenn, and we'll just go from there. So say, introduce yourself.
Hello.
Introduce
I'm Glenn, and I am playing Eridus.
Nice.
I'm Michael, and I will be playing Heth.
I'm Cherie, and I'm playing Tyro.
Hello, Percy here. I'm playing Zen.
Hey.
Let's go.
Let's go. So, this is our first session for this little podcast of ours. Our plan is for this to be an ongoing series, with our player characters all starting at level 2 to hopefully reach level 20. We'll see. All in all, this campaign will involve adventure, shenanigans, some serious character moments, and some not so serious character moments. But more importantly, fun for us, the players, and, well, me, the DM. If that's something you're interested in, then by all means, stick around. Would love to have you. But, without further ado, let's begin. I know, yeah, you guys all questioning me. It's level 3, but we did start level 2.
No, I know, but now I'm like, wait, are we going backwards? Are we like resetting? So are we like de-leveling?
No,
I had that thought.
Make my players question everything. It's the role of a good DM.
I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty easy to like unlevel. You just click back on the thing.
Honestly, it's very easy to do.
Don't at me. I see you now.
What are you doing? You know how long it takes him to level us up. You and I have
Look.
first-hand experience, and you want to go back a level?
Look, I'm a little dumb, okay?
Oh dear. Well, I hope everyone enjoys this, and if not, please don't tell me. I'm fragile. So, let's get into it. Welcome to the Fornax system, a rather small star system consisting of 9 individual planets and 2 meteor belts, orbiting around an orange sun. Each planet containing their own politics, laws, and culture, going from a planet that boasts of a tropical paradise to planets that suffer from the remnants of a past or / an ongoing war. While each planet is unique in their own right, the one thing that unites them all is that of the gods. From what is commonly known as the War in the Cosmos, a millennium-long conflict between the gods, resulting in each planet's core housing a piece of a deity. Or so the mythos says. But for us, however, we find ourselves focusing on a singular destroyed vessel floating within the Volta Sigma sector of space. As our cinematic camera hands across its wreckage, with debris fallen away, it stops at a single floating television screen, as it seems to maintain some sort of form of power. Our point of view kind of tracks closer to it, as we see a show breaking through the snow. Broadcasting live on Volta Sigma, this is Stellar Odds Network. Coming up We're all Snail Watch from Bonroyd Havens, very own intergalactic zoo, where a group of prism shell snails are about to give birth. Will the zookeepers be able to keep from losing their vision from the light of the snail shells? Plus, today, Emerson Walters, our very own actress, has been caught in a scandal with a sponsorship with Graviton Pillows. As has been said, many people have found themselves floating away with their zero-gravity synthetic sleep assistants. And later, tension between the races on Derek increases as the planet Zolrod's draconic military escalate. As the image transitions, we see an older male Hazardy with red fur with some few strains of grey. He's wearing a monocle and a well-tailored suit, incorporating exotic fabrics along with unique patterns along the coat and pants. My name is Charles D. Nodes, bringing you your daily dose of the very best news in the sector. But first, today's top story. Black Silk, a simple refuel and shipping station within the Volta Sigma sector, was under attack recently by the evil organization known as the Chainless Revolt, which holds a Union hostage in the Delcuthan ring on Volta Sigma. We have been informed that despite the horrendous actions of this Union, a group of heroes, yes, you heard me right, heroes, has stepped in to save the day. Despite the fear that this gang of thieves and crooks brought, the only thing that was delivered was justice in the form of the local. There were several casualties and a burger joint destroyed by a fireball. But thanks to this team, the station has been liberated. And as he kind of reaches his head, fingers to his ear, apologies. Wait, what? It was just a test for some random applicants. But they didn't know it was fake. Oh, so people are alive then, yes? No, people did. Wait, what? And then as he says that, it cuts. Color bars go across, and then comes back. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between and beyond. Information's still coming in, but what we currently know is that the innocents were killed for a possible prank, poorly handled by an unknown company. The questions we hold now are, who are these heroes? What is this unknown company's plans? And what does this all have to do with that awful evil Union? And as the news anchor continues with their broadcast, our cinematic camera begins to slowly zoom out, where we find ourselves not in space, but within a security waiting room. This room, we see groups of security guards handling complaints from locals of the Black Silk station. That is, this waiting room is located. The very same Black Silk station that the news story mentioned. As we look around in the somewhat small waiting room, we see towards the entrance, sitting in a row of metal chairs that all kind of connected to each other, a group of unique individuals. Starting from Glenn, would you please introduce your character and tell me their name?
Yes, so one of the unique individuals in this group is a 6'2", I believe. Hold please. Should have had this up. Yeah, 6'3", blue with purple stripes, Vidalcan woman. She's got like bright sapphire eyes, and she's still wearing like the flight suit that she arrived on the station in, and she's got a gas mask hanging loose around her neck. Yeah, so Eridus is at this point she's probably just tapping her foot a lot because she doesn't like sitting still. In fact, it's almost impossible for her.
Next to Eridus, there is Heth. Heth is a plasmoid, currently like kidney bean shaped blob of azure blue jelly slumped across the chair. The main feature visible on their body, you can see, is through this jelly there's a copper band that roughly indicates the kind of feature that you can sort of treat as a head, as a bag sitting next to them, as they're like whirling a little pseudopod out from them, twiddling it away to pass the time.
Next in line is a tall half-elf at about 6'4". She's taller than Eridus.
Hey.
Wiry build, white braids are pulled back in a high ponytail with a revealing like a very high undercut underneath. Purplish blue skin, golden eyes, freckles, and the cutest little like anime fangs. But they instead of coming down from the top lip, they come up from the bottom lip because cute. And she is probably sitting there clasping her hands together, trying to figure out what's next. Yes, I think compared to the rest of the crew as well, she's clearly like the more country-esque person based on how she's dressed.
Yeah, for sure. Love it.
And then I guess it's my turn. So we have Zen. Ankles crossed of combat boots, jacket, like his long red sort of trench coat-esque jacket with a high collar just across, arms across as he should lean back, has his full visor covering his face. So who knows if he is awake or asleep or staring into space. You don't know. Kind of hard to tell a lot about him because he is very, he's a trench coat and then a full visor. And so right now, you don't get a lot. But there is sort of like a weird bulk that makes you wonder how much is mechanical and how much is normal. But you don't know. And yeah, it's just a lump lying there in the chair, comfy, just big, massive hair that starts out red, goes to orange. The underneath of it is the white that goes to like brown, like a fox's tail. And you might see ears in there somewhere if you pay close enough attention, which is slightly odd. But you don't know.
We're in space. We can be anything.
Yeah.
Half our crew are like blue.
Yeah, I just realized that myself too. Oh, it's good. I love it.
Yeah,
3/4
blue.
Well,
I'm
you
bringing
see,
up that red and orange to balance it out.
you do see like a little bit of a fainting glow from Heth though, as once was glowing at one point different colors. So it's still like just the center of Heth is just kind of a little bit of that glow as it dissipates.
That's just my youthful radiance. I get
Better
a
than a
full night of
fireball.
sleep and I just look like that.
Yeah, people don't really know. Plasmoids when they're young, they definitely multicolored beings. But
Oh yeah, and you'll give your like height in feet. I don't know feet. I've just got centimeters. It's 198, which I think in feet is like 6'4", 6'5", 6'3", somewhere
Yeah,
around
you're-
that. So we're all.
you're tall.
How much
you're-
of that is hair with like Zan? You don't know, but you gotta
True.
like get him wet to actually figure it out.
It's more than
It is
50%.
This is great because I imagine even when Heth is like, going bipedal, I think they'll still be only like 130, 140 centimeters tall.
My God. Yeah, I think everyone but Heth is everyone's just. I think Heth's the shortest out of the group. I think.
Yeah.
Good. We need someone to shove him to holes.
True. With that, so as you guys are just waiting in this waiting room itself, I know you guys had a brief description of what you might be doing, but you've been here for a little while. As you know that you have been, well, after recent events, like what was seen in the broadcast as, I don't know, you can let me know whether some of you were actually watching. You had been taken down to security and have all been questioned individually. And after about roughly an hour of questions and just waiting, you all sent out to wait here as Jesse Terry, the contact that you all met to apply for this mercenary gig, was the last to be questioned. So while you're waiting for Jesse to clear things up, is there anything you like to do or discuss amongst yourselves?
No, I think I'll. Hey, so if we're hopefully going to be working together, I reckon we should all exchange numbers. You all have your contact things.
What?
See, assuming that this is the kind of sci-fi setting where we have like phones, but I don't, and I think that's true, but I'm not certain.
You all have, except would be Tyro, a communicator which was named as a neural communicator, or just called neurals themselves. Treated as mostly just as a traditional phone, it is customizable to have whatever look you would like. Whether you wanted to put on your wrist, put it on your head, put around your neck, it is one of those versatile kind of items that a lot of you that would be on the more technological planets would have had from a young age.
I need to know.
is made out of duct tape and chewing gum.
I need to know where Hetz is.
Oh, see, that's the thing. I've already told you. It's this little copper band which I'm been using this whole time to like indicate to everyone where my face is.
I love it.
The truth is, I don't have a face, but
Right.
it makes people more comfortable if they can pretend that I do.
What a quote. Truth is, I don't have a face. That's a quote. I like it. What I choose...
Tyra just repeats that question of what? Because they don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know,
You exchange how do you exchange numbers? Is this like money?
oh well, you know, to keep track of people. I hear there's the thing where you can like connect them manually, or you can just tell each other like the system ID you use. Do you not have a communicator? You don't have a neuro? I guess we can figure stuff out if you don't. That's fine. But you want me to get you my number?
But I've got an earring that lets me send messages, but I don't think it's this communicator thing you're talking about. I look at the rest of the crew going, does everyone have one of these?
But everyone just nods.
I'm possibly asleep.
I will put a hand in my ear and like sort of tap my earring and cast message. and just be like, so this is all I can really do. I can do it like 5 times a day, and I'm casting it at Heth. So you get some really weird like stereo sound between me saying it and it being in your head.
That's
And then you can reply to it.
That's weird. Sounds completely different from the way that I'm used to. Me.
You will note that from the earring, great reception, like very clear. Like you're like, wow, this is like 10G clear. It's so
What
good.
is this technology?
Yeah, I'm with Space Office. It's never this good.
I do have a question though for Zen.
Mm-hmm.
What would Zen's neural communicator? What would that look like?
I would assume it would be built into the function of his headwear.
Nice. Okay. And what does the headwear look like again?
So it has like 2 parts. There's basically a bridge that goes across the nose to kind of separate, and then there's parts that then follow down the line of his chin that do have some little spiky bits for fun, just for accent that kind of look like teeth. The mouth part is a panel that he can take on and off, so it can be a full coverage, or he can unclick just the bottom half so you can just see his sharp canines. Or on the top half, it is also another separate covering. So you can click to have either like mouth covered, eyes open, eyes covered, mouth open. And there are like horns that stick out of the top of it too. But yeah, it's like a full, covers his, well, what would be where human ears are. But he doesn't have those, but like the sides of your head, and goes around the back and covers like from the back of the head where your important brain stuff is, and down to the neck. And then where it extends past there on the neck, you don't know.
Bet. Cool. I like it. Nice. Yeah. So as you guys are currently discussing and kind of exchanging numbers per se, you do note that as like the current room itself is it's noisy per se. Like it's been going on for a little bit. You do know though, as like you were talking amongst yourselves. Well, a few of you at least. One's asleep, possibly. You do see towards the front of the room, behind the reception, leading into the office area and the interrogation rooms. You do see Jesse Terry being escorted out, or should I say wheeled out, as you see that he is still in a wheelchair, still bandaged up from what would be an accidental fireball. And you know that he's been kind of like, he's been wheeled out with the head of the security, Cordell Cater. Have you remember Cordell Cater from being talked to previously when you arrived at the station? You know that Jesse Terry, or otherwise known as Glitch, from the recording that was broadcasted in the control room, after you thought you saved the day, you do know that, as you see, like, he has like straight green hair, sharp cyan eyes, and like a braided mustache. He wears like a silver and black suit with cybernetic workings that go from his left eye down to the side of his head, to his arm. He's got like these neural communicators like built into his arm itself. You do know he's like comes out still wild bandaged up. He's like kind of gives you all a nice smile, a bit of like a wink, and as he's escorted out to you, you see Cordell Cater. He, for visual references, Cordell Cater, he's middle-aged human with long braided brown and like blonde hair. He's got a uniform that's like, that's kind of rather worn. It's like a lot of grey, like with wrinkles as well. Like he's easily seen. Kind of get like he's been here for a while. And he comes out to you all and he's like, well, been after talking with all of you, I believe that seeing how the Galactic Grub Hub was the only place with damages, that I believe Jesse Terry's company, SVNN, will be paying for, as well with the captain taking responsibility for what had happened. There will be no charges pressed. You are all free to go. But that being said, we would like to remain that you are not welcomed back to the station anytime soon. I hope you understand.
Is there like a, recommended time period or, something that we should be avoiding this place for? Like, 6 months, a year?
It would be at least a month's ban from here.
Okay, yeah, that's doable, thank you.
It's alright. And with that, you see Jesse, or Glitch, is like, well, glad that we had that all sorted. And yes, I will be sure that Eris Greyhaze, my boss, will be sorting out the finances here, as not everything went according to plan. With that said, if you all to join us, we'll be leaving in about an hour's time. So I've also kind of been able to talk a little bit to, your name was Cordell? Yes, Cordell. Yes, Cordell's allowed you all to at least stay here during that time until we are ready to leave. So it's about roughly an hour. So if you have anything you would like to go and get, purchase, whatnot, you can do what you will, and then we'll meet you at the Glaive. It's the Caravel Spelljammer ship out on the dock. And you, Eridus, you would know the Caravel a type of Spelljammer ship very well through your studies. You know that it holds a minor Spelljammer, which is more or less a type of it's a lesser powerful Spelljammer compared to other kinds of ships. It's basically doesn't travel. It takes longer to travel to places with it. But
is the Glaive the one that Eridus arrived to the station on?
No, it is not.
Okay.
It is the ship that you walked past with your companion, that was dropping off some equipment as well, also, Randy Monson was on there that you originally saw.
Because Eridus was going to be furious if she'd scratched up her bike for nothing. If she was just getting back on that other ship, the same ship, she would have been furious.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, you note that ship actually left pretty much as soon as it arrived.
Okay, and just for the record, whenever Jessie Terry has looked in Eridus's direction, she's hissed at him.
Excellent. And he's just like, kind of just like, every time like he gets a little closer and you do the hiss, he just takes he'll move the wheelchair a little bit away. Like, it's one of those ones that's the wheelchair itself are like basically two balls with full wheels, so it allows him to go basically in different directions without any real issue. And so he just like
science.
Yeah, and so he just kind of skirts across a little bit away, as you say, as you kind of give him a hiss. But yeah, that being said, as Jesse, or Glitch, as I said before, mentions this, he's like, I will see you all at the glaive if you are still willing to join. We can discuss about payment, at least an advancement on such from what has happened, and then we can see we can discuss about your role in all for SVNN on while we travel over there.
Before you leave, sir.
Oh, yes. Sorry, what was your name?
Tyra Willifeather. You
Lovely.
mentioned stuff about pay. She's just ignoring the hair in the topic.
Yeah.
You
It's
mentioned
all
stuff
bandaged.
about.
It's like,
You mentioned stuff about pays, and that we would take the moment to go pick up any supplies we need. Is there any compensation for what we've gone through so that we can, use that to acquire some supplies? Or is that a conversation to have somewhere else? And then we can go to the ship and then come off and get the supplies.
Yes. Well, we can definitely talk about that, not around here, absolutely.
No.
But yes, there will be some conversation for what has happened. Let's just say my boss will, he'll be more than happy to compensate for what has happened. And we've been discussed about Eris as well, as you would find him actually a rather pleasant boss. Well, pleasant enough. So, absolutely. I will meet you at the glaive if you want to come with me. That is by all means. We can discuss about payment at that point. Unless you want to pick up something just prior to that. But I will bid you all adieu, and I will see you there. As he kind of just looks at all of you, then it's all just like
Adieu.
He looks at all of you and then looks at Eridus quickly and just like just hisses, and then it's like, and just the wheelchair just slowly backs away. And just like, while he's kind of just eyeing Eris a little bit, just cautiously, just moving slowly out of the security room. But
As he leaves, Tyra looks at the rest of the group and goes, I was trying to get money out of him so that we could buy supplies.
No, I
kind of
got
missed
you. I
that
think
part.
he just wants to have time to negotiate. Oh well.
He never even paid for our burgers. I do not think he has any money.
Well, I mean, I didn't pay for that burger, so
Neither did
I sure hope the restaurant got paid.
if you didn't pay, oh no.
You see Zen shoot up, or stand up and go, oh, that was what you were trying to do. Alright. How far away are they? How far away have they walked to now?
He's gone.
Oh, Jesse?
Yes.
He's just leaving, he's literally just, the door's just kind of shut as he's approaches outside.
I'm just gonna quickly bolt over and put a hand to the door to stop it from closing.
Yep.
And just lean over the top of them. And do that. You want us to be well supplied. I'm in a little bit of shock right now. I could just really use money.
Right.
The
give me
purchase supplies in the next hour or so.
okay. Give me a persuasion check, and I'll say with what's going on, you can have advantage.
Sweet.
Also, you are a looming figure, so it could have been also intimidation if you liked.
Yeah. Persuasion, or what's intimidation at? It's the same thing, so you can take it either way.
As the first one was 7. What's the second?
Second's an 18.
18's good. He does goes like, yeah. Well, of course, if you need money for items, of course. Why? That's silly to think otherwise. Okay. Well, we can pay. I'm happy to give some current payment. Compensation, indeed. And so with that, he goes down to like again, bandaged hand goes down to his arm, and then you see like he tries to press a couple buttons, but it's like not. It takes a couple like awkward seconds, as you see his arm like opens up a little bit, like almost like an old cassette, like like that kind of like a little bit of an opening, as you see particles, what are called swarm credits, all start to flow out, which ends up going to your swarm card, which is where you keep your currency.
I tell him don't put it in mine. Put it in Tiara's. Put it in Tiara's.
That's your.
Oh, all right. Yes. Okay. And then with that, he kind of like does another couple awkward seconds. For everyone that is playing at home, as my friend Glenn always likes to say, we have a little renaming for the currency in this campaign. So we are still playing with the same platinum, gold, silver, bronze, but just changing the names and changing instead of coins, changing them to swarm credits, which will be seen as little tiny forms of nanobots that kind of flows from one user to the next, and then kind of goes basically physically assembles and deassembles to represent like the desired currency value. So with that, you are handed 500 stellars or lumen credits. Stellars, which is
Stellars, yep.
gold for us.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you, sir.
That will go on the way to avoid another fireball. Just looking at Heth.
Yes, we'll have to discuss about that at some point. But yes, not a problem. Of course, we can talk about further conversation.
Yep, on your way. I put my hand so the door starts closing.
Yeah, and it's like he just forgot that he's like, while you had the door, that it kind of jarred his wheelchair, so the wheel's been continually going, and so as soon as you let go, the the door opens up a little bit, and then his wheelchair just keeps going without him realizing. Oh! He just goes at this quick pace down the hallway. Then he just goes around the corner.
Turn to Tyro. There you go, sweetheart.
Cheers. And then I will throw an arm around Eridus because she's my height, and like hand on the head, pat, being like, I like the hissing thing. Keep that up. We got
Eridus.
So, yeah. As you do that, Eridus is going to... Well, she's out of rages, so you're lucky there. But she is going to essentially just do like a judo flip and throw you on your back as you discover something new about Eridus that you hadn't considered up to this point.
Can I roll like an acrobatics
Pyro?
to see if I land?
Give me I'm going to say either acrobatics or... No, I'll say dex saving throw for this.
So versus athletics?
Yeah, I like that. Athletics versus acrobatics. You will get thrown, but if the athletics is higher than your acrobatics check, you will fall, down on your back.
On your ass.
Mm-hmm.
On your ass, yeah.
17.
Say that again. Oh, oh yeah. As you just judo flip, Tyro, oddly, like Eridus, you're a little bit surprised, and of course there's some of the guards around as well. They're like, "Whoa!" as like from your speed, but you're surprised by the reflexes of Tyro, as Tyro kind of like almost like, you know how like some people can just do the wall like vertical run up a wall and flip over. It's kind of like that almost, and she lands on her feet, not the best, like not the most like solid landing. It almost like takes Tyro by surprise as well, like how fast she just went. But yeah, you just like both kind of look at each other almost like eye to eye, kind of like, well, okay.
Tyra just looks at Eridus and goes, "That's badass."
I want to turn.
All right. Message received. No head pats for Eridus. Should we get going?
Is it a whole? I apologize. Is it a whole like you're not comfortable with physical touch sort of deal, or was it
Yeah.
definitely the head pat? Apologies.
It's all touch.
It's
If
how
she
is
had any
Eridus?
rages, she would have gone into a rage.
Love
This is Tyro talking to Eridus, being
Yeah.
like, apologies, I overstepped my bounds a little bit. I can be very touchy.
I want to place.
Eridus isn't entirely sure how to respond to that.
I like it.
Well, if I overstep my bounds again, you don't have to like flip me, but you can definitely like, slap me off or whatever.
Okay.
You don't have to flip me.
I mean, that was still cool. Like, you can totally flip me again if you need to.
Zen needs to see the bounds in this. I'm gonna place a single like finger on their forehead, just on her forehead,
Oh my
just
god,
to see
we're
what
gonna
happens.
get arrested again.
Yeah.
Just a quick boop.
She's going to try and avoid you as much as possible. Because she's kind of on edge because she wasn't expecting it from Tyro, but now she's like, can I trust these people?
And
And
still,
so she's like moving away
research
from the
is,
finger.
the results are still not conclusive just yet. Yeah, literally, as you said that though, Tara, like I was just like Erebus, like I just knew what was gonna happen. That was fantastic.
Tyro wouldn't know this, and
No, I
none of us
love it
would.
so much. It was so good. As you judo flip Tyra, and Tyra sticks the landing, Cordell Cater does like he's still there, seeing this happen, and he's like, ugh. And he's like quickly just turns to Heth like, Heth, if you have a quick moment before you leave, I just want to ask you one more question regarding for what we originally talked about.
Oh, yeah, the space clowns. Yeah, sure, what is it?
Are they in hearing range?
I'd say like he does move you, like you do walk a little, you roll aside. I don't know how class moves move,
Yeah.
to be honest. But
I say that before I moved aside, but I'll let us
Okay.
go into a corner.
yeah, you just go like it's just like honestly not even that far from you guys, but he's just like, did you ever remember the ship that you were on, like the name of it? Did that ever come back to you?
I don't recall. I could possibly find it in my records somewhere.
Okay, because from Discord talking to you before, we went and looked through the logs for any ships that were taken from Volta Sigma that left, coming to us and going through. There had been no record of any ship going missing. And normally that is something. What do you remember? What kind of ship it was? Was it a Spelljammer, or was it more of the latest AI assisted ships that Rodus likes to use?
I recall it being more on the technological sort than on the magical side. Hold on, let me get you the I'm gonna go through, if I can, on my Neuralink. I want to go through and find the payee for when I paid for the ticket.
Okay, yeah. Give me a. I mean, you can just go through it. Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
you start. Yeah, you start kind of beep 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 beep. You get it. And you do have the name of the actual ship. Give me 1 second. You do have the. Give me 1 second.
I am actively eavesdropping on this conversation.
Yeah, I'm not keeping my voice down at all.
You know,
I think he is, but I'm not.
Yeah, he's kind of like he's trying not to make a big scene, and he's just like, you do find the flight the ticket at least for the ship called the Vagabond. You remember this ship was a more totalitarian style passenger transportation ship. It's got like, you remember it was more of a rugged utilitarian style, given more like affordability and functionality appearance, but it's more generic in a sense.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I just had a look through my records. I believe the ticket says it was called the Vagabond. So well, hope that helps. Kind of weird that they didn't register it as missing. Like, I can hardly think that it would have made it back to port after everything that happened.
Yeah, with that, he kind of looks at you for a couple seconds, and he's like, And he turns back to one of the security guards. He's like, John Jackson, can you look up for me a ship by the name of Vagabond from Volta Sigma? I want to see if you can find any information on that. And you see this guy, he's got like a round face, some green hair, and he's like, okay, fine, I can do that. I'd have lunch, but okay. And he kind of like walks back. He's like, and as he does that, Cordell comes back, turns around to you. He's like, you have my card. Please do, if you remember anything else, please do reach out, and I will do the same for you if I find any more information. It is peculiar that these kind of ships, if they go missing and don't get reported, that is unusual in itself. Usually a ship of that cost is of high importance, even of age, between the idea of Spelljammer fleets and AI assisted. There's something to do with Volta Sigma's distaste on magic. But I will find out what I can and let you know.
Sounds good. Very odd. I can only think that if they haven't reported it, the company must have some strange reason. Oh well, I sure hope nothing comes of this. I'll see you.
And may I also say, good luck with your following venture. And I will say, and kind of a little bit quiet, it's like, I will say just be careful. Given track, especially of that man over there, the Zen, I think his name was. I've seen this type before.
You mean like parties? No, I'll make sure he doesn't drink too hard. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we?
Okay. And with that, he's like, just kind of like a little confused. But he's like, okay. And he just walks back into the back room, into the office section. But yeah, you guys have an hour of whatever you guys want to do at the moment. What would you like to do?
Okay, guys, we got like a 500 Stellas between us. What do we need?
Not between us. Never mind.
I mean, like, if you need something, this is what the money's for.
You need a foreign. What are they? The word for it.
Neural communicator.
Yeah.
Oh, where did we find those? Is that like a general store situation?
Have you ever been into a city?
I've never been off world. This is the first time I've been off my place.
Oh, sweetheart. In another time, in another place, I would have had a lot of fun with you.
Look. On Oakrid, we mostly like. There's the main city where I like got on the ship. But I'm from like a little village, so this is like my becoming an adult thing.
Don't tell me more.
Let's get you a Neurocom. It'll be good for us to be able to call each other without you having to go through all the this and that of using a spell. I assume Neurolinks are like common enough that you'd be able to buy one on a station such as this for less than 500 stellars.
With your experience with the Volta Sigma sector with like you traveling through different, like working on different stations in your previous time. Yeah, getting yourself somewhere like this isn't. It's usually less than 500 swarm credits at the very least.
Would I know a guy?
In the station?
Yes. Would I know a guy to be able to get one that might have fallen off a truck?
Fallen off a truck. A truck.
One of those space trucks, you know?
Yeah, one of those space trucks. Yeah, we all have those. We've all. I'd say give me a history check.
It's a 7.
Yeah, you've not really been to Black Silk all that much. You've been to a few other stations. You have, through your time traveling and doing what you do, you seem to have found yourself more within the Bonroyd Haven sector more than Voltus. Of course, when in the Volta Sigma sector, you've been more to Volta Sigma, the planet, the multi-ring planet, more than like the stations around. Usually just passive. You do know though, you have contacts within both the Bonroyd Haven sector, and you would have some contacts in Volta Sigma's planet. Give me one more history check, actually, please.
That's 12.
12's good. Yeah, 12's not too bad. While, again, nothing on this station, per se, you do know that the station that you guys are heading to, which is called Barganal Island, you do have a contact there. Not too sure whether you can get items or something, but you've done work with this particular contact. But yeah, that's about all you can remember at the moment. But you do know from being up at level up on level 3, you do know that there is a few stores lining the open area, as this station is more of a cylinder in design. You do know there is the Cybernex Emporium, as well as the Starship Supermart and the Biotech Emporium. Sorry, those, and also you do know there's a place called the Enchanted Scroll.
I'll go through with everyone what places I remember there being here to go to, just to give it like, we can go here. And then I just want to ask Tyra, like, do you want the normal shopping experience, or do you want the spicy shopping experience?
I don't know what the difference is.
Well, you know when you go to a restaurant and they have their regular like menu experience, and then they have like an secret menu experience? Some people like to just experience the normal menu and like have that experience in their mind palace. Some people want to go straight to the back room. So that's
Let's go spicy then. That sounds like fun.
Okay, I give me a second to call a guy.
Okay. Alright.
Alright. While you do that then, how about Eridus, is there anything you need to take care of before we head out?
At some point, Eridus is going to need to go get her bike, but she's probably going to do that as everyone's getting ready to leave. Those communicators that Eridus lifted off the ill-thought-out looters, can I start playing around with one of those? Because I definitely kept one.
Oh, absolutely.
Trying to see how much like system access I can get and stuff like that. Just out of pure curiosity more than anything. She's not gonna go around turning off life support or anything, but if we need to open doors, then it's worth giving a go.
One miss button and the like basic one door opens up into space and everyone just goes out.
No.
Wrong never. Yeah, okay, absolutely. So you can give me what everyone's listening. It's a technology check, please. Little homebrew.
Which, for those of you playing along at home, is intelligence. In intelligence-based skill, which Eridus has proficiency in. 16.
Nice. Okay. You start working on these. You have, I believe, you took 2.
I did.
One was
Yes.
you do know with a 16, one is damaged, not beyond repair, but you're gonna need some time on that one.
Its internals are fine. The screen's just cracked to hell.
Yeah. The other one. So these are both wrist neural communicators that have been given extra access for the actual station itself.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that they're both for the wrist. The one that with a 6, the one that you can work on. You start kind of fiddling around with it a little bit, and as you fiddle around, you note that you can get a little bit of access to some particular areas in the actual station itself. You note that it runs on a similar, like with a 16. You note that there is a similar signal that's run through most stations in the Volta Sigma sector. It's not for the sake of poor security, it's more for the sake of saving money. And you know that this one, as you kind of ding around with it, you start seeing, like, out in the hallway, the light dimming a little bit, as you just kind of like, do like a little circle around one of the things, and it just so dims. And there's a guy that's walking by, and he's like, looks up, and he's like, huh. And
As he's looking at the light, I'm going to turn it back to full brightness.
he's like, it's like, oh, rubs his eyes and just hits into it like someone's walking past. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, oh, what's going on with the state? You know what? I'm leaving. Okay,
So I have access to lighting. That is
access.
good to know.
You have limited access to lighting. You gain more security keys, more or less the actual security pins and whatnot to different rooms to have access to their lighting themselves. You have to actually have a direct connection to maybe one of the security panels to at least gain that access.
All right, cool. I will continue tinkering with that, delving further into the base code to find what other connections I can make.
Watch me give him like access to the planet's core itself.
I'm just imagining like an elevator, like us waiting for an elevator, and you just press a button and it comes, and then it just like it says it's going down, but we get in, and you press another button and it goes up to where we need to go.
Oh my
Like
goodness!
hijacking the elevators.
Just having access to well-timed elevators is a superpower that I've always wanted. So that's something you could buy.
All right, sick. Yeah, Eridus is gonna keep going. She's got a fairly good understanding of most coding languages. So she's going to start... She's probably going to use the internals of the busted up one as like her kind of playground, and like hook it up to the one with the screen to get like outputs and stuff like that, as she's going to start figuring out how the system is built.
All right, sounds good.
She's not going to be able to learn an entire operating system's base code in a day, but she's going to give it a try.
Yeah,
or in an hour.
Not everyone's me, but that's just. So anyway, okay. So Eridus, are you as you're doing this? Are you just?
Yeah, she's walking like. She's keeping Tyro in her field of view, but she's a lot more focused on that. So every now and then she will kind of just pause in place for a little bit and then look up and be like, where is everyone?
Yeah, they're like a few, like, they're not too far away, but you're like, oh, there. And just quickly catch up. So are you all going to look at getting a neural communicator? What would you want to do? Because I believe Tyra and Zen were going to do that, but what about you?
I think Heth is mostly here to hang out. They are not that interested in purchasing additional supplies for the moment, so they'll hang out. Maybe they'll like see what's there if they happen to go into a store, but they are not going to intentionally go into any place for their own supplies.
No worries.
Sorry to not make use of your carefully curated inventories that I'm sure you've created.
Ah, man, my
Back
list.
in like a month.
My list. No, that's all good. It's all good.
It's true. If we don't buy things here, then and we don't see the lists, then he can just use them the next time that there's a shop.
Oh, and I will. And I.
Avenix Immorium.
Okay.
As we're walking, Tyra's just sort of like listening to Zen, like I suppose explaining the phones or the spicy situation. But I'm also sitting there going, okay, but we also need to get like some healing things because I got very limited heals on me, and I think I'm the only one who can do that. Do you think we can get that from one of these stores, this shops, places as well?
Oh yeah, I've got a
That's
guy.
a really good idea. We should get some of those instant clotting kits. Those would be great.
I know a guy. He dug a bullet out of my back with a knife and a spoon. We're fine.
Oh, are you thinking that we'll get him to come along?
No, he just has stuff.
So, like, if we have to make it... Oh, okay. I just thought that, you can't sell the skill to dig a bullet out of your back with a knife and a spoon. Also, that doesn't sound like the most medical of techniques, you could say.
You've never played Knifey Spoony before?
Oh, I haven't. How do you play?
You grab a giant spoon, and then it's
You stab a guy in the back.
And if it goes through and hits the other end where the spoon is, then you win. Okay, so with that,
I'm just calling guys like to find out because I don't know. Like my information on this particular place is slightly more limited, so I'm just going through and calling guys, be like, "Hey, I'm here. I need this. Where do I get it?"
okay.
In between like conversation, I'm like one of these fucking businessmen walking down the street having a conversation and also be like, "Yep, by the way, hear this." Oh yeah, this having like
Also, when you just
say one.
I like it. I like it. Give me a charisma check. Just try charisma.
Okay. 18.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you as you guys are walking through, you end up coming out into this open area once again, where you have all been before. You remember, Taro, that this is kind of like this open mall-like area for level 3 of Black Silk. This is where you started swindling a little bit. Coin.
Schooling is a
Yeah. You was doing yourself.
I was
Businesswoman.
yes.
Yeah. I get it.
The product worked exactly as described.
Exactly.
True.
It may not have been as honest as it could have been about its procurement, however, or its origins. However, it did do what it said on the box for a certain amount of time.
That is true. There's no box though, but I do like that. But as you you go up the elevator, you exit into level 3. You continue through one of the small hallways, going out into the open circular area, resembling that of the shopping mall. You all see again the same holographic commercials being displayed through like drones just hovering across the air. You see like the same previous commercial where you saw the semi-tall female Vidalkin with a reinforced jumpsuit talking about the Lightyear Garden Gourmet food has been sponsored for her Lightyear racing, the Lightyear Cup per se. But you also see a couple other commercials as well. You do see a commercial for the Graviton pillow, which you all kind of remember was part of a news story per se. And you see like a hero over saying, "Are you tired of tossing and turning all night? Introducing the Graviton pillow. Our patented anti-gravity technology will cradle your head in a blissful state of weightlessness, giving you the best sleep of your life." And you see this person above the bed, and it's almost like kind of parodying like a horror kind of like being kind of taken over by a ghost kind of thing, but like they're sleeping soundly, well enough. But then you see like the pillow accidentally goes a little bit too high, and then it just cuts from there, and it continues. It's like, say goodbye to stiff necks and restless nights. Try the Graviton pillow today and defy gravity while you sleep. And as the drones fly around, you do end up seeing around like the outside of the actual shopping mall. You do see the Cybernex Emporium, which you see that it's a tech store that specializes in cybernetic enhancements and like robotic technology. While at the same time, you also see the Starship Supermart, which is kind of known as a one-stop shop for all things related to spaceships and starship upgrades. Zendo, as you're going between multiple like calls, you do get one. You do keep on talking to one person, named by Nelson Muller. This guy, he is one of your many contacts that you've made throughout at least the Volta Sigma sector. He is, to say he's a lowlife is not exactly the word, but he does handle with a lot of smuggling, or I don't know why I'm quotation marking on smuggling, but he's known for
Like,
handling.
what would smuggling be a euphemism for?
Exactly. He's known for technology and goods and handling shipping, and
Catching things falling off shipping trucks.
he's that type of person who likes to watch out. You know, you help
Yeah,
the little guy,
Careful for
you know?
other citizens.
Yeah. You know, you don't want that stuff to fall on someone and hurt. So you do get contact on this guy, and he's like,
So you're looking for... Wait, what are you looking for? A neural communicator?
Yep.
Right. Wait. Where are you at the moment? Was it black silk? Oh, black silk. Yeah?
Yes.
Right. Well, there are a few stores there. I know one guy you can probably talk to. He's a good old mate of mine. He might, though might not be there still. He's at the Biotech Emporium. He likes to keep a couple of extra items here and there if he wants to full supply and demand, if you will, so we don't run out. If you get what I mean.
Who am I asking for?
So what you asking for? A guy called James Herrick. He's a half elf. He's about 5 feet tall. He's a quite short one. Known as the runt of his litter. But if you want to ask for James Herrick, or if you want to keep an eye out for him, he's got one eye that is robotic. It's got like a silvery green hue to it, and he has this. All right. Yeah, it's good hearing you, Zen. If you need anything, you know where to find me. I'm on one of the in Volta Sigma nowadays. I've been here for a little while. You can't really escape this.
Any
terror.
idea on where we can get some stuff so we stay alive, aka the health-giving variety of drugs,
Right.
or other forms?
Not too much on Black Silk. They're more focused on ships. It's more like refueling stations, so there's not really much there. But I know there's a few stations around. I don't know if you're going to any of those. What do you know where you're going next?
Do we ever know where we're going next?
I do. I got that eye still, so at
Mhm.
least I can see well.
Technically, you only need one.
That's what they told me. Yeah, with the insurance. But I know there's believe there's an island not too far away. It's probably about, well, depending on what ship you get on, about 5 days travel. Barge Bide. God, I can't remember the name of it myself. Bunigal, Barganal Island. There's a place there that does some healing. Well, it could carry some the more illicit drugs if you know, but also carry some stuff that packs a punch for the healing variety, if you will.
Sounds good. Keep well, drink more. I'll talk with you later.
It can't stop me there. And
And the call.
And the goal. Cool. So with that, what do you like to do?
I want to note that, like, as we've been walking along, F has shifted to a more bipedal form. So they've got currently this really spherical body with like little stubby legs and little stubby arms coming out of it.
Nice. I like it. I like it.
You're like Atlas from Portal 2. Just gooey.
Yeah.
Or like
But
Flubber.
like even shorter. Yeah.
Flubber.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well.
Actually, Flubber. Yeah, actually. Makes sense. Yeah. So, as you guys head to like more like the center of the mall, Eris, you do see you see Starship Supermart. It was a shop store that you saw before entering. You do see some interesting technology in the windows themselves. Are you interested in that, or like?
Yeah, she really is. Yeah, let's I guess she'll head in with all of her 10 credits.
Yeah,
And,
I like it. I like it. I like it.
You got 100 each.
as she's walking through, she's still coding and building up this hack that she's wanting to figure out how it works. Yeah, what does she find in there? Because
There is So
oh, I know what she wants. Hover platform
of a platform. Okay.
for her bike.
Yep, that checks out. Okay, yeah. So you you head away from the group, still on your headset. Just so I'm also aware. The rest of you, are you going to the Biotech Emporium?
I am following Zen.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think we are.
Alright, so we'll because here we start with Zen. We will go with Zen first, then we'll to you first. Apologies. As you go into the Biotech Emporium, you see that this is a multi-leveled area. So it's bigger on the inside than from the outside, which you can see. It looks like it's taking up more of the face of the actual the station's level 3 than what else would be taken from this kind of store. You see that it's got like it's got like 2 elevators that go down a little bit down further to a level below, where you see different kind of technology. You see some mix of like some actual like literally like these actual limbs are organic, so they actually are for humanoid beings. But you see like a small chainsaw just coming out from on top. And it seems to like be repeating, just going out, going in, going out. It's like it's in like one of these cylinders behind a glass wall, a glass window, and you see like multiple different types of like limbs, and you see like above it being like this is the like the section for what you're looking for, like augmentations for like right hand, left hand. But you find that that's like the first level itself. It seems to be more quote-unquote limbs. Then like going down, you see that it's got more of like the torso. Well, what would you like to do? It's a few people in here, but it's not too busy at this moment.
I know a guy who invented the chainsaw thing.
Oh yeah, for like surgeries, right? I think I heard about that.
Originally, it was a horrific accident, but then he found use of it. I think his name is like Denji, Senji. Something.
Cool. So you've got a contact or something here?
Oh yeah. Let's find a guy. Apparently a short elf with a weird eye.
Do you mean half elf? No, I know you
Yeah,
don't
that's why
mean
he's
half
short.
elf.
That's why he's short.
All right. Well, let's wander around and keep our eyes peeled.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Whoever's actually keeping their eyes peeled, which is a more literal sense in the store, but
Clara will be looking.
Heth is carefully looking, but in all the wrong directions with a great 3.
Like me in love.
Tyra is distracted by all the shiny things with a 7.
But Xana has this with a 17.
You'll just like grab
Nice.
both of us and drag us along.
Just grabbed by the collars. One's up here, one's down here. One's not actually a collar, it's just kind of a glob that just treating as one.
Yeah, it's like you got like almost like you both Heth and Tyra just looking around, and you just kind of get their heads and kind of point, like turn their heads in the right direction. As you
Or
guys
what's the
see,
equivalent of a head?
equivalent to head, yeah. As you see, down in the bottom level, just towards the actual escalators themselves, like towards like the left, where you see like these glass cabinets that also use as just basically as a desk for the actual can't remember words right now, but you see a short elf. And you kind of look in. He's kind of like lean, like squat down, so he's even shorter. And just kind of looking at, kind of putting away some pieces of items in like a little crate, and it's kind of just humming to himself.
Let's get you a communicator. I guess
Okay.
I'm leading this. I'll go up.
How much are they usually worth? Just because, like, I've got nothing to gauge against. I mean, I imagine you get a good deal, but
What is the standard?
I mean, I don't want to really blow this 500 on it.
You
if we
know
don't
that
need to.
neural communicators themselves, they cost. They're pretty standard and not difficult to get. Well, depending on how much you actually have, really, they are worth at least up to 500 lumen credits. Or for people that are listening that play normal fantasy, gold. So common cost is usually about 400 lumen credits. But depending on how you can get a good deal, can be lower. What would you like to do?
I mean, 400's pretty good.
We can do better.
400 lumens that seems really good, considering we got 500 sellers. So that doesn't dip too much into that.
I'm gonna just go over and introduce myself as a friend of a friend. Give my names that I know, and say what I want.
Okay. You head down the escalators. You see this guy. He's like, oh, welcome, Biotech Emporium. Can I help you with anything?
I've been recommended your services by a friend of mine who I trust with great esteem. I've heard you're the best service this whole place has to offer.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And you see with his mechanical eye, it kind of like, while he is looking at you with his normal eye, with his organic eye, the other one is darting around a little bit, just looking. It's kind of like that eye is kind of assessing you three, and then just looking around as well. It's like, oh, thank you. Who recommended?
I'll give him the name drop.
Oh, Nell. Oh, okay. Well, that's a name I haven't heard in quite some time myself. Come with me, if you will. I'm sure we can see what we have just a little bit back here. And he kind of just like stands up properly, like stretches out. His eye is still darting around, making sure there's like, you kind of get the idea that he's kind of like eyeing around, like looking. As he turns around, kind of walks to like the back, and you see like, again, like this down here is where like seems like different torso, like it looks like this stuff has been brought out, like been made organically. Like these parts, while they you can kind of tell like the torso itself could be living in a sense. It looks like it's also kind of like just a fake kind of thing, and it has like these open pockets for the chest, and like and also different kinds of bodies as well. Some you see like more like Dragonborn style. Some go even into a Vedalken as well. So he kind of like backs into like the side here and like opens up the door with his like eye kind of glows a little bit. The door kind of just slides open. It's like, well, if you want to come with me, you can just
turn to look at both of them, and I'm just like, secret menu.
Yeah, adventure. This is gonna be
F
so
is
cool. F.
excitedly jiggling.
Yeah.
We're gonna get in so much trouble. This is gonna be great.
As you enter, he is the last to enter. As he kind of just quickly scans across everywhere, shuts the door, and there is no. It's kind of dark in here. Then all of a sudden, it has like a dark hue, like glow, Like it's like what's it like the lighting that what is that? I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Bisexual lighting.
Soft hue. Yeah, bisexual lighting, sure. As it's a nice soft hue. As you see, multiple like body parts and like being hung up with different kind of mechanical like attachments. You see like this what looks to be like an orb that replaces what would be the heart is glowing, and you see like down the back is like this one desk, and it almost kind of looks like a body like store kind of thing. It's one of those things where like it looks like people are like harvesting organs, but and he's like, so Nelson, it was Nelson, yeah. Nelson called you. Okay.
Yeah.
What can I do you for?
So, this one needs a communicator, but, you know, the ones that you get from the regular store, they're, like, bugged and connected with everything, and so if we're traveling, I'm like, nah, it's safer to just we're here.
As like you're saying this, he's kind of pressing some buttons. You see, like, more things pop up and just more kind of, like, display, like, multi-limbs. Kind of like one arm that just seems to have extra like forearm from the elbow, and it's like you do see like down the far end, like this is a big area. You do see some other people just seeming to look around themselves, but they're not seem to be bothered by you at all. And he's just like, neural communicator. That's it. Oh. All right, yeah, okay, I can get you that, I suppose. Wow, this
I mean,
this feels
I'm kind
disappointing,
of-
actually.
I just like put my hands up. I'm like, I'm kind of good.
Right. Oh. Hey, everyone there, give me an insight check. Actually, yeah, even Zen. For
sure.
insight check.
That is a 19.
I got a 9. I'm more concerned about like, am I gonna lose an organ?
Zen with an 18.
Cool. At first, you guys see the big old disappointment in his face when he's like, when you hear Zen say, "Oh, just need a neural communicator," and he's like, everyone but Tyra, I guess. Oh no, Tyra, you see that kind of as well because he's not like hiding that. He's just like, "Oh, I made this whole big display of things." Oh, okay. But then as soon as you see Zen's like, "I'm good," everyone, I would say, except for Tyro, you see like a curiosity of his face and a little bit like impression. Like he is generally curious about what Zen shows. Like just it's like you look at Zen, it's like just limbs. But for someone that's dealt with biotech, he's like, oh, that's different. Okay. He's kind of like he's like curious. Like, run it. All right, well, I guess I can just put all these away, and you see like puts away like what looks to be another torso, but like the back of it seems like it has a little line across with like a little bit of a bar like sketched, and you see that it displays a cape going down, and then the cape just like out of like almost like light technology just rolls back, like just disappears back up where it was originally billowing, and then kind of he just puts it all away, and he's like, well, okay, communicator, sure. Neural communicator, sure. Do you want to, what do you want it to be made of? Like, we can make it to look whatever you want, really.
How cute do you want it?
Functional? I mean, I don't. How do you like? I look at Heth. Like yours is like a headband. Is it always like a functional piece of clothing sort of thing, or is it like I
like,
can get a
mine is kind
little
of
computer in my
just floating
hand?
around inside of my jelly, but I kind of make it look like a headband, you know?
Oh, cool. Can I just get like a wristband?
Wristband? Okay, yeah, sure. So, okay. So, who's paying for this?
Me.
Right. And he looks at you and gives like, all right. For this cost, seeing your frame, going from the room, he kind of look. He does look like without many kind of lie, he just like looks and just kind of almost does like a scan of you, just of the like the wrist. He's like, so about thick goes down. Okay, and he like does a little bit of arithmetic, and he's like, all right, so yeah, normal neural communicators cost about 500, but I could do you probably about 420 lemon credits.
I just look at him.
Give me a either persuasion or intimidation, your choice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same. So you can. Yeah, we might as well. We'll do intimidation this time, just for some fun or flavor. 14.
Okay. So I got 14.
I'm
guys-
sure Nelson would love to hear about your lovely service that you've provided such welcoming friends.
He kind of like, okay, all right. It's what then. For what you want, that is not connected to the outside world, but has opportunity to interact with that, the officials from Vault Sigma to listen in. I can do you a neural communicator with that is more integrated into your wrist. So you have this option to have it to hide within you. It wouldn't hurt.
What?
It's really simple. It's to do with a mesh alloy. It's rather simple. No, not interested in that.
No, I'm looking for like
Okay.
an accessory, like something
Oh,
I
an
can tuck into my
accessory.
jacket, or like a
Mm.
leather wristband.
Leather wristband. And he
It
kinda
doesn't
like,
have to be a leather wrist. I don't know what these things are.
Yeah.
What
we don't need to-
does standard boring one look like?
stand
Is it
boarding
just like
one.
a brick?
No. The stand one. It's just a cuff. You can just get a cuff. Really? I'm gonna have to talk to Nelson.
I don't know what a cuff is.
Okay, and so with that, he kind of like quickly goes behind like a desk and he kind of brings out this basic clamp. Looks almost like 90s, like 1980s, like alien
flat
style
bracelet?
tech. It's a flat bracelet, basically, but it's a bit thicker. And he's like, "Here, put out your wrist. It's safe. Trust me."
I
Hold on.
put out my wrist.
He just slaps it around you. You have a little bit of a tinge at first, just because from the metal hitting you, and all of a sudden it takes a couple seconds, and you note that it starts like the band itself is multi connections around it, so it's kind of more flexible. And the metal itself is a very light alloy, so like when you're kind of moving it around, it doesn't weigh you down. And it takes a couple seconds where you see multi lines around the actual wrist, around the actual band. It lights and colors, like multiple colors for a second, and then it flashes twice. And then all of a sudden you see from where you would be, where like a normal watch would be positioned, like where the actual
Mhm.
clock is, a little thin rectangular screen appears. And then
It's sort of like it's like Buzz Lightyear's thing.
like almost like Buzz Lightyear, actually kind of like Buzz Lightyear actually. But yeah. And it's like there. Simple. It's off the chart. It's simple. There's no one's gonna. Vault Sigma's not gonna be able to, unless the officials gets to it. It's not really gonna. It's not gonna be found.
Will I have reception on Ockrid?
Awkward.
Yeah.
You're from that planet? Oh, you know that actually makes sense. Well,
I say
yes and no.
nothing.
Yeah.
He reads me
Hey.
like a book.
Yeah, he just like he kind of gives a look at like across like all of it, and he's kind of like, country bumpkins, okay. And he's like, Awkward is a bit of a different one. That planet doesn't really deal with too much
I
technology.
know.
on
That's
it.
why I'm
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah. There are some. I think there's a couple moons. On the planet itself, I can't say for sure. It's more or less because I've not even been myself. But I think there's some infrastructure there that should probably be able to provide some kind of connection there. These
Can you beef it up?
can look. You want You want it to be beefed. Okay. We can beef it if you want, but if it's gotta be it's gonna be a little bit of cost there, right? There's a bit of work involved. Because you know that like you guys know, everyone but obviously Taro, these are more planet for planet connections. When you're off planet, it utilizes connection to the stations that are within reach, as well as also spelljammers and the AI assisted ships as well, the starships. So think of them like the ships of themselves are portable modems, almost, portable modems, and then your neural communicators connect to those to allow basically emergency calls, emergency reach outs, and that kind of thing. Whereas the planets themselves, you have your basic connection. So once you move into one place to the other, it takes like a split second to connect. But that's kind of how they work. If you want a beef, it usually more the higher end one can be have proper connection between like multiple planets. But that's something that you have to actually, that's extra cost involved.
I guess, yeah, with this, because it would be, I think it's actually kind of smart to have a shitty looking one. It's like, have the high end tech with low end specs. So then when people just look at it from the outside, they think, oh, that's not worth stealing.
My main concern is if we ever go back there, will we be able to still use them to communicate? I guess, like, I don't need to call home. I can just send messages to the mainland, and they could be just passed along. But
well, I'll tell you. Let me have a quick look. Give me a rest again. And he kind of like, he just like grabs your wrist and is like, okay. He takes out one little cord from his own, which is like which is from within his actual wrist itself. The little cord that goes underneath.
Take it off my wrist. Would that be easier?
Well, this is cool. And he connects it to your wrist. And it's like, okay, look.
I can respect cool.
Thank you. Cool is kind of what I do. And he just, this guy's like just a basic nerd. And he's like, okay, so we're going for, if you want to beef it up to have a proper connection with okay. From what I gathered, and I'm just thinking about it, there is an island or like a portable ship that goes around the planet. You would know this, right, Tyra?
Yeah. That's where I called the ship to get here.
Right. That is usually also treated as a connector as well, so you should be able to have that connect. But I have noticed that there was some dropout. So what I'll do is I'll give you something that has a strong connection to that.
Okay.
That way you should be able to have no problems connecting to anyone else. And he does a couple, like, you see like the eye itself, his mechanical eye starts rolling, like spinning around. And then it stops, your wristband glows, and it's and then it's like, there you go. Shouldn't have an issue with Orchid. And if you want to have an extra connection to another planet, all you have to do is just have a connection to a ship that has orbited around that planet. And then you can connect to that without any issues. Now, you're paying, right?
So yes, I'm paying. How much?
We'll do 350 lemon credits. That works.
I look at Zen just to be like it's just like that. Is this good? Look.
Give us that like little tilt of the head of just like, yeah. It's the trying to still play it off of just like, I suppose that's reasonable.
Deal,
Okay.
sir. And if I ever need a replacement limb, I'll come to you.
Oh, excellent.
And
That
your
sounds
cool
good.
spicy menu.
Oh, excellent. See, the only thing really costs here is an arm and leg, right? Right?
Uh-huh.
Oh god,
Okay.
that actually hurt.
Okay.
That was physically painful.
What was your name again, sir?
Yeah. So they call me. Well, my name is James. James Haller. But yeah, you can just call me James.
Okay, thank you, James Hillick. If I ever
Yeah,
need a
of course.
limb, I will come first to you.
See, they should do. So I do require.
That's not a contract.
No, of course not. Of course not. As he's just like, as you kind of hear like a printer in the background of it's like organizing like a contract. It's like cancel.
Just go. Just go to type. Just be careful what you say around these types.
Okay.
Payment, if you will, as he kind of like puts out his as you kind of hear like puts out what is his swarm card.
I take. I've used.
You have a.
I would have used Swarm card before.
You were given a swarm card when you left.
Mhm.
It was given to you actually. So this is a little bit of red. But when you were given your buy-up, it was in a form of a swarm card. Because back then, I definitely had the idea of swarm credits. Absolutely, I'm not just adding things.
I mean,
So-
I took money earlier, so like I definitely know how this works. So I do the thing. I tap it
Excellent. You guys all see
like a square reader.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, perfect. You just tap, and it's like the eye starts twitching again. Yeah, okay, perfect. Happy doing business. Let me. Is there anything else actually you want? Sorry, I didn't catch your name there.
Willowfeather. Tara Willowfeather.
Tyra Willowfeather. Nice to meet you. You Plasmoid. Sorry, what was? Didn't quite
My
catch your
name's
name.
Hef.
F.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. You don't need anything. We don't really get a lot of plasmoid looking into biotech.
How would that even work?
They don't. There's a bit of a compatibility issue there.
I've heard
Being
that.
that we don't exactly have limbs in the traditional sense.
Hmm.
So thank
I'm
you
sure-
for the offer.
That's all right. I'm sure there's some point we'll get to that. And you, our favorite Nelson friend.
Oh, do you want Mac? Oh. Sure, you can have it. It's Zen.
Yeah. All right. Well, nice doing business for you. If you do need an extra limb, 1, 2, or 3, an extra. We have extra heads as well. So just if you want a new look on life, let me know what you want, and come back if you want.
Again,
Hey.
I just put my hands up.
Well, and he's like,
Put my hands
Yeah.
up.
yeah, all right, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. And he presses you see the eye twitch again, and the door actually opens. Well, have a nice whatever you're doing. And he just
The
goes
same
back
to
to
you.
his and he just
And
goes
we
back to
leave.
where yeah. The door shuts. Great.
We're
Um,
missing one. It just clicks.
Yeah.
Oh.
As you leave, you're like, huh. And with that, we transfer over to Eridus. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Star
Eridus.
wipe.
Star wipe. Oh yes, Star wipe. Perfect. You enter this Starship supermarket. Roughly around the same time as they're doing that, as the rest of the group's doing theirs. You know that this is a simple, it's not a big store. It's like equivalent to just a basic, not like a mall per se, like the multi-level stuff. It's just one level and just has a big old display in the center with different parts of what will be like different, some different style of spelljammers, as well as also some extra like other parts when it comes to the boosters and like extra shielding being produced on that. So like multiple different like engines being on display as well. What
Okay.
would you like to do?
As I'm browsing,
Mm-hmm.
can I find a hover platform?
Okay. Give me a
One that is strong enough to lift my bike.
Sure. You can. Okay. I'd say because you know what you're looking for. I'd say you look for a little bit, like probably about 10 minutes, just looking around. There's a lot here. Like, and when I say a lot, there's the display case. It's like the display itself does like a roll, so like seems to like go and switch between different parts and like continually revolving around for new items.
Okie dokie.
And you do eventually, after a few minutes, you do see what seems to be a weighted frame, which holds what you're looking for.
Alright, I will look at it longingly and hope a staff member comes by.
Okay. Give me a charisma check. Let's see how that goes. If you roll bad, you might get something.
That's a 7.
Okay. You look longingly like puppy dog eyes at this
It's worth noting that while I am looking longingly at it, I am still coding.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you just with one arm one hand just typing away.
Yep.
Just rolling through the different code and different connections. You see very slender humanoid tabaxi. And you look at full done up store shirt with a little name tag on there, and he's got you see it's a male tabaxi, and you see he's got some nice hair kind of the part of the mane that he got this is more along the lines of long haired cat type of hair, just slicking back, both brown and red, and he's hello, can I help you?
I need this.
Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, we can take that. Absolutely. Give me 1 second. And you see, he's if you want to come with me, and he takes you to the counter, and you see he goes behind the counter. He leans down. You see a little console pop up, types away, and you look back at the actual what's it again that you're looking for?
A hover platform.
Hover platform, yeah.
So I don't scratch up the floor at this station specifically.
Yeah, hover platform, this weighted frame holding the hover platform. You see it goes, it disappears into the platform itself, and then reappears after a second out on the actual platform. It's on the actual counter, and it's this is not in full one piece per se. This is something that you have to construct a little bit.
I've walked into IKEA.
He's hover platform. What is this? If you mind me asking, what is this for?
Bike.
Oh,
So I don't scratch up the floor as I leave.
oh, hey, see, okay.
They made me store it. It scratched up floor. People were angry, but offered no decent alternative.
Oh, but that is a shame. I am sorry you had to go through that. Well, I'm glad you're here. This is the best place you can go for one of these. So with the cost of that, would you want it to be put together, or would you like to do that yourself?
How difficult does it look to put it together?
For you, easy. There's nothing.
I put it together myself.
Oh, well, that does make things a little bit cheaper, which is good if we want that. So that altogether comes to. Does a couple calculations. He's so that comes to about 600 lumen credits. Would you like to pay with would you like to pay digitally, or would you like to pay physically? That's your card.
Eridus looks up at the ceiling, very grumpy, and then she looks back at him and says, I save station. You do discount. Or you charge station.
Oh. Give me a persuasion check.
Oh god.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna
Why am I doing this to Eridus?
I know,
Why is
I'm
she
loving it.
why is she somewhere where she doesn't have adult supervision?
People
Oh, I should have followed along. I really should have.
That's a
people
10.
do crazy. Yeah, people do crazy things when they see something that they like. 10. He's well, I'm glad you wait. I was told that was just a test thing. And
They did not tell us. It was real to us.
well, I am sorry sorry you went through that.
Did
However,
you
that
know?
not until later on was told. I guess it was.
Saying
Well-
we are both victims of station. Seek compensation from them. I take hover platform.
Unfortunately, that doesn't have anything to do with this. I do apologize. Sorry. ma'am, I gotta say, while I appreciate what you did, that has nothing to do with this doesn't have anything to do with what we are talking. I'm sorry. I can do. Okay, I can go down and probably as far. 550.
10.
10 what?
10.
5
Just 10.
10 lumen credits.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I think there's been a bit. Unfortunately, the cost here is it's a little bit out of your range. Unfortunately, I apologize.
Eridus turns the lights in the shop off and leaves.
Yeah, just like what the hell? Gotta get that looked at, ma'am. But ma'am looks down, like make sure the whole thing's there. I was like, okay.
Eridus doesn't know how to steal or be shifty, but she knows how to express dissatisfaction by leaving people in the dark.
Yeah. All right. You unfortunately, Eridus, you leave without the hover platform. To do.
I imagine.
Is there a consumer electronics parts shop around that would sell cheap ports or anything like that? Like
there.
I'm going to tell you, I need the equivalent of a JCar Electronics right now. You sent me to Super Cheap Auto, I need JCar Electronics.
That would be the Cybernetics Emporium. However, gathered from the cost that you've looked, like the items that you've looked around, finding how much that does cost. A lot of parts in this sector are very costly. Whether you're going to get something for 10 lumen credits right now, I'm going to say for Eridus, with her level of intelligence, probably going to be difficult. I will say, though, you don't have 10, you have 100.
I've got 100.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. I'm going to go there. I'm going to
Does
go
she
to
have
the Cybernetics
100
Emporium.
Sorry, do you have 100 stellars, or does she have 100 lumens? Because she's currently got 10 gold, which would be the equivalent of 10 stellars.
Yes, 10 stellars. Oh, sorry, not lumen. Yeah, so he was saying stellar. Bad. I just forgot which one it was. Stellar credit.
Does that mean I just totally undercharged me? Because you said stellars for that, for lumens for that as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow,
no.
35 gold?
Oh no, it's the blink dog situation all over again. Oh no.
Was it meant to be stellars?
It was meant to be stellars. My bad.
I will fix that.
My problem is I'm dyslexic. Yeah. So when I was looking at the thing, it says lumen credit, but I forgot that it meant stellars equals that. I wrote it up. You know me. But yeah, so you have 100 stellars on you.
Okay, and that is equivalent to 100
Gold.
Cool.
Yes.
I don't know why I've only got 10 written.
I don't know either, because
I
I
think
did. In
just-
session zeros, you all got 100 equivalent to stellars. You all got it in some
10
different way.
could be from your original back background.
just be
Most
that.
of them give. Most
Yeah.
of them give about 10.
Yeah. I originally said gave you all 100 equivalent credits, which now put in the new stuff that became stoic.
I'm pretty sure my previous companion was holding on to that.
Oh my god, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran off with that. You've got 10. No, I'm kidding. You got I'm gonna let that be.
Okay.
That'd be hilarious,
I'm still going to that Cybernetics shop
Okay.
because Eridus needs like a compatible plug for the communicators that she has been programming onto.
Okay, sure.
And like she just needs a plug. She doesn't need like electronics attached to it or anything.
Just
she
the
can do
basic
that
cable.
herself.
Yeah. Like
She's got
J-Car.
like yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Zybernex Emporium would be something the closest to that.
Yep.
There is so I'd say this is probably towards the end of the conversation between the group and James. I'll say like they're coming to a close. This just timing wise. You go to Cybernex Emporium. This is a bigger area. This is more multi-leveled again. This is like very similar to the biotech where there's 3 levels. This one does specifically work with neural implants to robotic limbs. So this is more, while it is equivalent to bio, this is also more attachment and more technology side of things. But you do, I'd say, unless you want to talk to someone, I could give you a investigation check so you can find what you're looking for.
Yeah, she'll do an investigation check. I think she's just going to grab a whole bunch of parts that she needs for her bike. Like, for the other part of her bike. The other side. So, yeah, she's just going to find what she needs for the next part of that project.
Okay. So with that,
is a 23 any good?
Unfortunately, no. 24.
How dare you? I will fight you.
I know.
Where you live.
So 23 is all right. Yeah, no, 23 is fine. You actually immediately, like, as you enter, this is like equivalent of what you'd see, would be a multi-leveled, like, Kmart almost, you know, but with technology is the focus. So you find, like, down towards, like, the far corner of the first level, you find, basically these bins with, like, different cables, different connections, different, like, assorted areas for just basic connecting from parts to parts to even mechanical car parts as well. But yeah, you do have also prices along all, with what you were looking for, which was a, again, sorry?
So now that I know I've got 100, I'm not just looking for one port. I'm going to just try and get like an assortment of different electronics that I need for it. So a couple of circuit boards, the actual port, the few, like, whole bunch of wires and shape-shifting equipment and stuff like that.
Nice. Yeah, I'd say with that 23, you find very easily what you're looking for. Multiple parts, a lot of the cables, a lot of the circuits. You find multiple of those. I'd say for what you're looking for to continue your creation, and this stuff is not super expensive. Like if you're going for like more high end,
I'm spending 100. I'm making that clear. I'm spending a whole 100 just so I can like have a bunch of stuff for when I need to work on it, but don't have money coming in and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Could you equivalent it to like a component pouch? Would that work? And then it's like $100 worth of.
I like that actually. Yeah,
assets?
You could find something equivalent to that. Yeah, I would say, cost wise for that, you find it enough, and it comes up to like as you bring the stuff like out to the cashier. This is like a self-serve version, so you don't have to talk to anyone, which is not special various. It comes up to 99 stellar credits. So it comes up, so you have 1 left over. And would you like paper or plastic? You just simply you find what you're looking for, and you do. It does come with like equivalent of like a bag. It's not plastic. It's its own different kind of material.
Sick. All right, cool.
Hey, Eric just did shopping.
She did.
There's got to be like a quest to complete music played.
Post Josh here. Could not be bothered editing that at all.
But yeah, with that, you leave. So I'm actually state of time wise, you leave and you find the three of you, Heth, Zen, Tyra, you all see you'll come out kind of happy with your purchases, and you see Eridus with a little bag carrying a medium-sized bag with the produce of what she's been looking for, and you're all kind of almost coincidentally about the same time you're leaving, walking to the center of the actual mall.
You also notice that she's got 2 more neurocommunicators than she needs, because she's got her own one, and then she's been coding on one, and then the other one's busted. So yeah, that was something I thought about in the middle of your scene.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Aridus, how did your shopping go?
Lots of parts. Very productive.
Nice.
Great, sounds like fun. You want any help with your bike?
The platform is 600. It's
Oh.
ridiculous. Is highway robbery. All it does is float and be flat. No design thought went into that.
Yeah, well, if that's out of our price range, I'm sure we can work something out.
I
You
told
know,
him to charge
think-
it to the station, but he didn't.
If it's not
Well,
too
that's a
heavy, I
shame.
think I might be able to sort something out with magic if you're, willing to stand back a little bit. I think I'm a bit better this time. I know how to make the explosions not be quite as bad. It'll be all right. We can try it.
Can we try just carrying it firstly?
Yeah,
very heavy.
maybe that would be a decent idea.
Yeah, but there's several of us.
I mean,
I
on the
will be of
plus
no
side-
use.
Well,
So Eridus goes from horsepower to firepower. But I'll say after a bit, unless you guys are wanting to get something to eat or
we still, I was gonna say, we still have money left. We should I just say to everyone, free meal, free drinks.
you can go back to Galactic Grubhub if you like.
No,
We determined that we wouldn't be
Ellie?
able to find health potions or the equivalent on here, didn't we?
Yes. Yeah, there's nothing like that. Not really, no.
Okay, so hopefully we don't get attacked in the next however many days it takes for us to get to our next location.
nah, we'll be fine.
In the
And
open
hey,
space?
there's nothing some alcohol can't cure.
Alcohol poisoning cannot cure that.
Oh, it can. It cures it by killing you.
Not
Yeah,
wrong.
I don't think
not
there's
wrong at all.
anything I'll be working on between now and helping Eridus getting his bike on the ship and setting off,
I'd say in that case,
Get her bike, I should say.
yeah, you with a bit of time goes by, you probably get some, if you want to get some just simple as that.
Yeah, we'll just if there's one of those good food carts, we'll just go by. I'm like, oh wait, this is a really good one, and just stand in front of push in front of the line that's been forming, and I'm just get it and go, and everyone else is like, what the fuck? I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, yeah. You do that. You get some sorted of food. I haven't thought of any, but you get something.
Street food.
Street food,
fucking
basic. Yeah.
Kebab food,
and
very floss. The great
Fried
combo.
space fungus.
Space fungus. Yeah. Space candy fungus.
Question for you, since we're just picking up little bits and pieces and whatever while we're grabbing food, am I able to pick up a healer's kit anywhere?
A healer's kit.
It literally just helps to stabilize since we don't have a
Oh, yeah,
a
no.
cleric.
If I'm looking at I would say you probably could find something like that at the Cosmo Mart. It says a general goods store.
I will
it-
go in and I will buy 4 so that we have one each.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second.
They're typically 5 GP if that helps you at all.
5 GP, yeah. So I'm just trying to do conversion on that. So yeah, 5
Just
GP.
figure out
That
how
would
much
be
the price is inflated by being here.
yeah. It's a big one. So this would be equivalent to about 15. 20 stellar credits, so 20 gold per. So that would be, to get 5, it would be 100. Be 100.
Well, but I'll be getting 4, so
Oh, 4. Sorry, yeah. So it's 80.
yeah, I'll do 4 for 80.
Everything's
Better than
going up.
nothing.
For Heth, this is very for Heth and actually Zem. This the pricing of a lot of this is very similar, like normal.
Does the stabilization work the same on a plasmoid?
Yeah, like if
Wouldn't.
see
Do
what
they
I
have their
figure
own
with a
like health
plasmoid
kit?
is like I've got like an outer membrane, and like if I have time to adapt it, then I can push stuff through into the inside. But if something like tries to go through really quickly, then all of my jelly starts spilling out. And so, you can kind of still put like a band-aid on the outside of it, and it still sort of helps.
The medicine
Does it-
kit's also very versatile.
I
Yeah.
pictured trying to give CPR to Bob from Monsters vs. Aliens, and it didn't work at all.
Oh my god, yes. I would
Okay,
say so.
everyone can add a healer's kit to their character, and you get like 10 uses to essentially stabilize an unconscious character so that, we don't have to worry about medicine checks. Nice. If we can't
Ooh,
get
thank you,
healing.
Pyro.
Awesome. First aid
I mean,
kits.
it's not my
Woo!
money. We've still got like 70 left.
Hey. Okay, so.
The only other thing I can think of to get is maybe a rope,
Yeah.
but I don't
Rope.
know how useful rope is at space.
Plus,
Well,
chains and whips are more exciting.
Not wrong. Okay. I'll say within that time, just full save time as well. You do as the hour goes by, you guys find yourselves leaving the station itself through security. The security themselves, you see one of the security guards is coming out with the bike of yours, Eridus, and is just scratching across the ground as it is just like you see one of the security guards. This one is another male security guard. You would know this guy Hef as Aramo. He was one of the ones that questioned you in the beginning the first time. He had like a square face with tangled grey hair. And he's like, all right, there you go. Oh God, this is difficult. It's just like scratching across the ground. It's like, there you go.
What does the bike look like? Because, like, I'm having a hard time imagining what it's doing, if it's scratching the ground. Like, is it on wheels? Is it a hover bike?
It's a hover bike. I will
it is a hover
find
bike.
a visual reference for you.
But it is
Because it could be
as
good to
cutscene
describe it for our
goes.
audio
It's a cutscene.
audience.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Give me a second.
Absolutely.
Let me find a
I'll give you
reasonable description. I gotta
I mean,
find
hover
one I
bike works
like
great.
now.
Yeah.
So
It's a hover bike, but it
basically,
needs work.
it's fairly front heavy. The back just seems to be like you've got the engine part, which is kind of at the front, and then you got the big circular engine like directly underneath it. The back of it is basically just fins and stabilizers. And like the seats almost in the middle, it's a little bit towards the back. It's fairly angular, so whatever scratches he's leaving is dealing a lot more damage in the floor than it is on the bike. Essentially, I'm kind of picturing the station as having like the EVA foam type floor tiles. They're just gone.
Oh yeah.
The
This is gonna
entire
be.
path of this bike is just scratched up.
Luckily, the place is insured.
The bike itself is probably at this stage it's fairly unpainted and fairly rusted. Like it just looks like steel and iron as opposed to any fancy paint job or anything like that. And it is definitely not in a functional state. It is very obvious that it is busted. I would
Not
say
even
at
any
this,
paint to scratch off.
yeah, I would say at this point you can kind of get the vibe that it's like a pet project for Eridus. So yeah.
Now I understand why you needed that hover thingy. We should save up for that.
Yes, it is painful to watch it getting scratched along the ground by morons. As she directs that at the scratching guard. I like how Josh just left halfway through my explanation.
I
It's
assume
a very Josh thing to do.
he's still listening.
Mm.
While he's away, I really hope like rocket-powered sailboards exist in this world, like what in
Yes.
Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
I want to live my
Yeah.
dream.
I want them to exist here too. That sounds really cool. I do
I
think
hear
Instead of a
I
beach
like to
episode, we all go
imagine-
and sailboard.
I like to imagine that like if you don't have proficiency with them, you have to make a dex save like every round to stay on top of one.
I hear all.
Dex or strength?
Yeah, depending on how you're staying on. Like if you're gripping the edge, it's like white knuckles. Just like, no way, I'm standing up on this thing.
Okay. Well, with that, you do see like Aramor when you yell at him, he's like, "What?" Like he's just like, "Yeah. Well, goodbye," and he just shuffles back into through like this is like going past the security like area for like when you get scanned and get questions. Basically, the exit now, and you guys are all taken out, kind of well, with Eridus kind of just shuffling her bike along.
I think Eridus is making a concerted effort to lift it to not cause damage to the bike.
I think
Whereas
Hess is
these
also
other
helping.
people who probably
not
had
doing-
wheels available to them did nothing. She's just going to be like trying to lift it
I say,
Well.
give me a athletics check.
with advantage because I get help.
If someone's helping, sure.
Yeah, Hef is helping, although possibly worth noting, Hef is not very strong.
He's done
It's a
something
bit
too.
like being helped by a child.
I'm choosing to end that sentence with, it's worth noting, Heth is not very structurally sound.
That
You are,
is
That is
you
also
are
true.
technically stronger than me by one a bit by one.
21.
21. Okay, you're doing a decent job.
Yeah.
There's still a few like stretching in there, but you're kind of like you are working well enough.
It takes the three of us.
Yeah, Heth, you sometimes get almost caught underneath at times, but like you kind of like quickly move your way out and then just continue just pushing along. But eventually
I will be ahead, like directing traffic to get out of the way.
Beautiful, yeah, I love that. Yeah, as you guys are entering the dock, you do see like multiple spacecrafts ranging from like smaller shuttles resembling like utilitarians. You see like multiple of these like landing and then some leaving. You end up finding a singular dock where you see this caravel style ship with the words "the Glaive" on the side. You see that the caravel itself is, well, I would say Eridus, if you'd like to give me a history check.
A history check. Okay.
Yeah. That'll a technology check.
Mate, I just rolled.
Yeah, I sometimes do that thing where I say, no, it's good. 12 is fine. You do know that the caravel is like a very common craft. These are the type that they're used for like more the commoners and for cheap usage basically. Again,
Okay.
you know they've got a minor spell jammer, which is just these ships take a little bit longer to get around, but they're useful at least and they're cost effective. You see that this ship itself has 3 sails with a few people, like a few crew members on top. And you do see like a ramp that's been like ushered out, and you see up the top you see Jesse, just kind of like basically just sitting there and being like, puts out his like bandaged hands saying, welcome to the Glaive. Glad to see all you've chosen to come and partake with our company.
Yep.
Not given much choice, to be honest.
That's sometimes
is
how
work.
it happens. Work is work. Absolutely. Well, time is money, as they like to say. Come on board, and we'll take off.
All right.
That he kind of rolls in, and I'll say on that note, we'll end the first session there. Claps all around. Woo! I'd say that's pretty fun. That was pretty interesting. But with that said, thanks everyone for listening to our campaign. Hope you all enjoyed listening to us as we had enjoyed playing it. If you'd like to help support Stellar Odds, you can give us a follow on our social listed in the show notes. If there's anything anyone wants to plug.
I don't know.
I
Follow
don't
me on
at
shit.
the moment, but I
Fine, let's
might.
look at it.
I might next episode. I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Well, that's all right. So
Do we
yeah, sir.
do we have any estimate on when these are coming out?
Absolutely not.
If it
Working
happens
on
to
it,
be,
working.
if it happens to be beginning of June, find Cherie at some local
I'm-
art events.
Hey, okay. Well, we can edit it. We can edit an ad if we
Yes.
That's no doubt.
with the power of editing.
Post Josh again. Could not be able to editing that one either. My bad.
I
Oh,
may or may not be
um,
back on Twitch.
Yeah, same.
Same actually.
No, follow me first. I said it first, so
No.
fuck all of you.
Damn
It's
it.
Percy Moore's. Same as
God.
everything else that I'm on.
Spell that because people might be wrong when they try to spell it.
Percymors. It is
No.
like the not Greek, Roman version of Thanatos.
Well, there you go.
Some
Uh,
mythology lore for you.
With that said, though, you can also give us a rating, a comment, or both, depending on where you're listening to our podcast, as I believe it helps the algorithm, do its thing.
All
But with
hail
that,
the algorithm gods.
all hail. But with that said, this has been the Stellar Rods episode. Thank you for listening, and may your next roll be ever stellar. Take care, everyone.
Morty.
Noodles.
Bye.
Then roll credits.
Okay.